What up, y'all? It's Drake's Takes. We're here, alive and well, feeling good. A packed out week of sports. We had opening day for baseball. We had March Madness. We had a little UFC. NBA's popping off. We're going to get into pretty much all of it. I'm so excited. We also are going to end with our classic 5 on 5. We're going to get right into it. We're going to talk March Madness. But let me start with the great Notre Dame basketball player, Hannah Hidalgo. Golf clap, real clap, every clap that's ever invented. She scrapped her ass off against UConn. They were 27.5 point underdogs against them. They ended up losing by 18. They snuck through the tournament, man. They beat Ohio State, the number 3 seed. They beat Vanderbilt, the 2 seed. They were a 6 seed. They ended the year 25-10. The first game against UConn they played, they only had 6 players. That's why I was like 27.5. That's insane. That's crazy. This team is way better than that. And Hannah Hidalgo carried this team. They lost by 18. A loss is a loss, but if you beat the 3 seed, you beat the 2 seed as a 6 seed in the women's tournament. You are a stud. Hannah Hidalgo coming back next year. We're gonna have 5 new players, I think it was. Four, four of them in the top 40 freshman or whatever. That's going to be awesome. Hannah Hidalgo, you're a stud. UConn, congrats. You won. You'll probably win the whole damn thing. We don't know, but probably going to happen. Let's see. Let's get into the men's college basketball. Again, shout out Hannah Hidalgo. Men's college basketball was fun. Iowa scrapped with Illinois. Was just better though. Wagler's incredible. They have a bunch of other dudes that are really solid. Bennett Sturts could only do so much for Iowa. That was a great game. We got Michigan beating the bricks off Tennessee. That was hard to watch. Michigan's just so freaking good. Elliot Godot is incredible. Xavier Labergen, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's awesome as well. That's an awesome thing. Zona beat Purdue pretty. It was a close game, and then Purdue just did Purdue stuff. Purdue lost by 15. Braden Smith just couldn't figure it out. The bigs were just getting dominated. Arizona is really good. So those are the 3 main games I got through. The biggest game and the best game of the weekend. We got UConn versus Duke. Duke's dominating the whole game. I'm looking at my phone. Like usually I'm not looking at my phone if a game's close. This game was so not close. I'm scrolling and then UConn starts doing, they start cutting. They start cutting away at the lead. They start chopping away at the lead. UConn comes back. They're down 19 at one point. They're down 15. They're cutting down the lead. They're down 9 now. They're down 9. They're down 6. And now it's getting into the deep dark. It's getting close where it's like, oh, Duke has a chance of losing this game. And Duke has the ball with about 8 seconds left. They're trying to pass it in. All they need to do is hold the ball. Just hold the ball, get fouled. You get fouled and the game ends. And that's it. It's over. They get flustered. They try to throw a pass. It gets stolen by Caravan. He passes to Braylon Mullen with the cleanest swish, one of the cleanest swishes I've ever seen in college basketball. Braylon Mullen sinks it. UConn wins 73-72. And Duke again, after last year's loss against Houston, another heartbreaking loss. That's 2 heartbreaking losses for Shire in 2 straight years. I don't know. He got to get that monkey off his back. That's tough. But listen, I understand. Duke's the loser. I really don't want to talk about Duke anymore choking. We need to talk about UConn. They had a couple down years the last couple years, but Dan Hurley, probably the best college coach, I would say. I would say probably the best, maybe top 3 if he's not number 1. He made some great adjustments in this game. Reed was incredible. Caravan was great. Mullen didn't play great until that shot. He was 1 for 6 in the game, so he missed all his other 5 threes. Um, so UConn's incredible, and now we get UConn Illinois, a great freaking game. I'm so excited for this. I'm gonna go with UConn. I just think they're too tough. I think their bigs are just too big for Illinois. Illinois got some great, the Balkan boys. They've got 6 dudes from Middle Europe. They're incredible. It's going to be a great game, though. I think the spread is like 1.5. I don't care about spreads, but that should tell you that this game could go either way. And then the second game, Arizona, Michigan, probably the 2 best teams in the tournament are playing each other. It's going to be incredible. Like I said, I love Michigan. They're on a heater this year. Arizona's great as well. Both these games are awesome. Let me see what the spread is on. Let me see what the spread is on on this Michigan Arizona game. Let me see. So Michigan, Arizona, both 1.5. Both games are 1.5. So both these games are going to be close. I believe Michigan has the advantage in the guard play here, but it is tough. Brandon Burries for Arizona is incredible. I pick Michigan and UConn to go to the chip. And if I was to pick, I want to go UConn, but I think Michigan's just too good. But I'm on the UConn. I like them heavy, and we'll see how it goes. The tournament's been incredible so far. A bunch of upsets, and it's came down to once again the top four best teams in the league. And I think you could argue these are the four best because obviously they made it, but UConn has been sneaking around all year. Illinois has been hanging around the top 10. They make it in. And it's exciting. Let's get into the Final Four, and we'll talk about that next week. Um, Opening day baseball. So happy. I sat my happy ass on the couch for 3 hours to watch Yankees beat the bricks off the Giants 7-0. The Netflix broadcast was pretty smooth. The game wasn't great. The Yankees pretty much dominated. I think the Giants in that series, they only had like 1 or 2 runs in the whole series. The Yankees are back. Max Fried is a stud. Cam Schlittler, whatever. He's awesome. Aaron Judge smacked a banger. They've still got a great lineup. Cody Bellinger is great. I have Jazz Chisholm on my fantasy team, so I'm somewhat biased, but Jazz is an incredible second baseman. He didn't have the greatest series, but he's gonna figure it out at some point, I believe. The Yankees are tough. The Giants, they've got this new coach. He has only coached college baseball. Nobody's really talking about this unless you're really into it. The coach from the Giants used to coach Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee, and he has never coached pro ball. He's having a lot of issues with it. It seems like they were 0-3 to start the year, maybe even 0-4. But we'll see if they can figure it out. There's a lot of good players on that team. They've got Rafael Devers, they got Logan Webb, they got Matt Chapman, they got Halaya Ramirez Ramos. They've got guys on that team. It's just about putting the pieces together. And I don't know if a dude coming from college can really figure it out because college and pro is a whole different ball game. We will see. The Dodgers going to Dodger. Speaking of the Dodgers, the Guardians beat them last night 4-2. Just a great win for the Guards. We're going to talk about them a little later, but that's a great win. Roki Sasaki looked pretty solid. Um, a lot of hits, a lot of hits like that. So he looked pretty solid, but the Dodgers are just so good, man. They swept the D-backs in the first series. Then they came in and lost to the Guards. Let's freaking go. The Guardians are really solid this year. So far, they're 3-2. Like I said, they beat the Dodgers last night. They split 2 with the Mariners. My biggest issue with the Guardians could be the back end of their pitching staff. Slays Saccone, he got pelted yesterday or 2 days ago, 8-0. He's really awesome though, but he needs to figure out his arm. Parker Messick pitched incredible against the Dodgers. I think he allowed 0 runs in 6 innings, maybe 5 hits, maybe 5 strikeouts. He's awesome. He's going to be great in the back end of the rotation. But like I said, Sassoni worries me. A couple other guys on the back end worry me, but the pen is incredible. Sean Armstrong, Cade Smith, Hunter Gaddis are all awesome. And also, we need to talk about the offense a little bit. The offense has been stagnant the last few years. And we got Chase DeLauder coming in and smacking 3 home runs in 2 games. And I think he's got 4 now. He was the player of the week in the AL. He's awesome. Stephen Kwan started to get the bat going a little bit yesterday. That was awesome to see. He had a bunt and he got on base. It was incredible. I love Stephen Kwan. J Ram's gonna start figuring stuff out. I feel like he's starting to look better. It's early in the year, but he had the opening series. He didn't have the best series, but I think he's awesome. The Tigers, they take 2 from the Padres at the start. Kevin McGonigal, incredible game. He's awesome. He's going to be in Detroit for years to come. He's incredible. We also got Framber Valdez. I think he didn't get the win, but he pitched 6 innings, 7 hits, I think maybe 1 or 0 runs. He's awesome. Scooble's going to Scooble. He's incredible. I think Detroit is in very good hands. Riley Green is going to start getting the bat going, it looks like, as well. And the pen is very good for the Tigers. I love the Tigers. I love the Guardians. Those are my two teams. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much all of baseball. Let's get into we'll get into more baseball as throughout the year, just building up. Like I said, let's get into baseball. MMA. Joe Pyfer knocks out Israel Adesanya. It was a close fight to start the fight. Izzy was fighting his fight. He was fighting at range, and then he wanted to get into. You don't get into a war with Joe Pyfer. Joe Pyfer hits harder than most dudes. He also doesn't wrap his hands. I didn't realize this. He doesn't wrap his hands. So he has the glove on, no wrap. So every time it hurts him, but that hand hurts just as much other people. So Joe Pyfer with an incredible win against Adesanya, a huge jump up in the rankings. I think Pyfer, we need to give Pyfer Anthony Hernandez. I think that's a great fight. I think we need to give him Anthony Hernandez or RDR. I would love Anthony Hernandez more. I think that'd be a great stylistic matchup. That fight would be incredible. And Adesanya, man, I think your chin's done, man. It's sad. I love Adesanya. He's one of the best fighters we've ever seen. He's won so many titles or defended so many titles, whatever. He's incredible, man. I just don't want to see him go out sad. Let's just give him fun fights. And one of the funnest guys in this division, I think he's a little bit low down on the rankings. Give me Gregory Rodriguez, RoboCop versus Israel Adesanya. That fight would bang. I just want to see Adesanya in wars against strikers. I know Pyfer knocked him out, but let's just do RoboCop and let's do Adesanya and let's have a good time. And if Adesanya wins, let's hang them puppies up, hang them gloves up, bro. Come on, man. It's almost over. I love you. You're one of the best fighters ever. You were incredible. But it's about that time. I know. I don't want to see you go out sad, man. That would suck. Uh, Alexa Grasso came in and one of the craziest endings I've ever seen. She knocks out Macy Barber for like 3 or 4 minutes, and then she comes in and chokes her out right after. Macy Barber just cooked. She tries to wrestle the ref. Um, then she just faints and she just looks like she's in La La Land. She's good now, which is good because that was one of the most nasty things I've ever seen. To get knocked out and choked out within a 20-second period is insane. Um, I really feel for her. I hope she gets better. But we need to talk about Alexa Grasso. She's at the top of this division again. Can she make another run? I think we have to do her and Aaron Blanchfield. I think that fight would be incredible. I love those two women. They're tough as nails. But there's a lot of questions at the top of that division. Mackenzie Dern is your new champion. She's going to get a fight against somebody at the top. I don't really know who for the chip. I know they wanted to do Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes. That didn't shake out because one of them got hurt. So yeah, we'll see how it looks. It's going to be incredible either way. We got Michael Chiesa taking out Nico Price. Michael Chiesa, man, that was a great fight. Let's just go out, like I said, with Adesanya. Let's just end it, man. That was incredible. Great job. You beat another journeyman. I just want to see you not go out sad. I don't want to see you get knocked out. You've already done it a couple times. They gave you kind of a cupcake. You should have just hung gloves up here with a solid win. And you have an announcing job. You're good. You don't need to do this anymore. So that's a solid one for Chiesa. We also got Terrence McKinney. He was coming off a loss to Chris Duncan, the main event of next week's card, which we're going to get into a little bit. McKinney looked great, man. He's very flashy when he wants to be. He's a tough knock. I'm a big fan of Terrence McKinney. I'm glad he got back in the win column. So yeah, overall, I need to go back and watch some more of the fights. I heard there was some other great fight. Bahamundez was on the card. I heard his fight was awesome. I really need to go back and watch everything again. But from what I can tell, it was a pretty solid card. In this card next week, we got Moicano versus Chris Duncan. I love Renato Moicano. Put him in a main event. Let him scrap it up a little bit. That's going to be awesome. We also got Jandiroba versus Tabitha Ricci. Jandiroba, the lazy eye, but not the lazy fighter. She's incredible. I love watching Jandiroba. She's a little boring, but if you're into technique, she's one of the best in that division. We're also getting Thomas Peterson at heavyweight. We're getting Tommy Gunn, Sugar Sean's training partner. He trains down in Arizona with Red Hawk Academy. Tim Welsh. He's awesome. He had a war in his first fight against in the Dana White Contender Series. This is his first legit fight in the UFC. I think he's a banger. I think this fight's going to be awesome. So this card's fun, man. These fight night cards, I know a lot of people get a little bit Like it's too much. You don't know all the dudes. This is good though for people like me who I just love I love UFC. I love MMA. I love any combat sport. This is good for us because it's just like, hey, more for me. If there's three good fights on there, it's like an I think of it kind of like an album. You know, you listen to an album. There's usually like four or five good songs. If there's five good fights on a whole card, I love that. I'm into that. That's incredible. And I would be excited about it. So be excited about UFC. It's gonna start heating up again. I think we have a fight card every week. I think the 11th of April is 327 Yuri and Olberg, which is an incredible card. We'll get into that. I'm gonna try to talk to Max Hansen about that card. So yeah, these cards are great. And I think that's all we have for today. It's kind of a short ep. I just got off work because it was raining outside. I figured I'd come home, record real quick, so I could drop this as quick as I could. I got an oil change today. We're feeling good. We got the 5-on-5 today. We got the phone. We got the light. We got everything. We got the paper. We only got one paper. I'm running one paper now. I'm good. My brain is getting better. You know, getting better at this. I'm just trying to build up. I'm just trying to keep getting reps in this. And let's just get it. I'm going to stop talking. I'm talking too much. Let's get into the 5-on-5. Bang. Let's go. 5-on-5. Yesterday, I got off work. I hit the gym. I went to the movies. I went to see Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling. This was a great movie. I'm a sci-fi head. Any sci-fi movie, I'm in. You can't tell me otherwise. I love Ryan Gosling. It's hard, man. He was the only they had a couple other people in scenes, but on the ship, he was the only alive person. It was him and this little alien named Rocky, and it was incredible, man. I had a great time at the movies. It ran a little long, but I think in terms of one man show, Ryan Gosling did a great job. That movie was pretty fun. I love sci-fi, and I thought it was a great movie. I would go see it. IMAX was incredible. The sound was awesome. The screen was huge. If you can see any movie in IMAX, you go. It's incredible. I loved it. I crushed some popcorn. Just an overall great experience at the movies. Survivor 50. It's about to get crazy. Next week we have this week we have a 2 hour episode. 2 hours. It's usually like an hour, hour five. This one's 2 hours, so you know it's gonna get crazy. They're building it up as like one of the craziest tribal councils ever. Um, it's gonna be awesome. Last week we got rid of Angelina, which was kind of set in stone. We kind of knew she was gonna go. I didn't make it any easier. I think a lot of people were like, that was kind of a bland vote off. But to me, it was like, okay, Mike White left. Christian is not gonna work with you anymore, so you need to switch things up. And that's what happened. And then we had the Charlie versus my boy Rizzo fight, and not a real fight, but they were fighting with words and actions and stuff like that. And Rizzo came through. Charlie got voted off. Camila flipped. Rizzo has an idol. That's freaking awesome. Thank you, Genevieve, for that. Sari saying she's getting married to Rizzo. So Sari and Rizzo are a team now. I love that because she's bound to go far in the game. And Survivor's been incredible so far. I've loved every minute of it. Uh, yeah, it's pretty awesome. The Spurs. I told you earlier in the year, I love the Spurs. I love what they've been doing. The Spurs are on a heater right now. They've won 9 in a row. That's awesome. Wemby is incredible. Stefan Castle's awesome. They're just building up. They're 2 games back of the Thunder for the first seed. And that would be incredible if they could steal that from them because the Thunder, they're good, but I don't know. The Spurs are hanging around. They're just hanging around, you know. That's pretty awesome. We got into that a little bit. Kanye West dropped a new album. I know people are not like fans of Kanye after all he did, which I understand. But listen, Kanye, when he wants to be, is one of the best artists of ever, forever. Like I remember when The Life of Pablo came out, listening to it on the boat somewhere. I don't even remember where I listened to it, but it was you had to find it on different websites. You had to search like, do I have Tidal? Am I gonna get Tidal to get this? So Life of Pablo was incredible. Donda, I still listen to that on a weekly basis. That's an incredible album. I just hope like Kanye's good mentally, man, because I'm bipolar myself. I have a couple family and friends who are like dealing with that stuff too. It's hard, man. You go up, you go down, you go all around. You're feeling up one day, then you're down the other day. It's tiring, man. It's a struggle sometimes to just figure stuff out. I hope he's good. With all that money, It's hard to see who's actually with you and who's not, who's a yes man and who's a no man. So yeah, I think the Kanye album is pretty good. It's not his best work, but he sounds like he's got a little fight back in him, and I really love that for him. I hope he can figure stuff out. Um, Man, that's tough for Kanye. But life for me been going pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to make some big life changes. I've been going back to church, trying to figure some stuff out about myself. For a lot of years, I wasn't the best dude. I was a selfish guy. So many drugs, treating women poorly. All that stuff just happened, man. I'm trying to get better at that. So we're working on that every week now. We're feeling good. I'm running the triathlon. I think I said that last week. That should be good for me. I need something. My thing with my life that is always the problem is I need to have a goal. And if I don't have something I'm shooting for, then I kind of lose. Like I didn't have a job for a couple months because we don't work in the winter. And I just kind of lose myself. You know, I kind of get in my head too much. I think overthink everything. I kind of have this like the world is falling attitude when that's not how it should be, man. I'm good. I got a food in my belly. I got a house in my over my head. I have a bed to sleep in. I have people that care about me. I have this. I have y'all. Whoever's listening, we're gonna grow this. I really appreciate everybody who listens. So all I am is grateful. Every day I wake up, I'm feeling good. We're about to head to 5 minutes. Let me get that cash 5. See that? Ooh, bang 5 on the dot. I'm a dog. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. But like I said, I really appreciate everybody who listens. This is kind of a shorter episode. But yeah, I really appreciate it. And thank you so much. Drake's Takes out. Peace.